Whether you're just interested in how a YouTuber becomes a YouTuber, or you're trying to become a YouTuber yourself and pick up some useful tips, this video is for you. What's up guys, JivanTV back with another video. If you don't know who I am, I'm a YouTuber that runs the account JivanTV and this account you're watching on now. In this video, I'm going to be telling you my story and giving you tons of tricks that I use to get to where I am today. But before we hop into it, please consider using code JivanTV because it helps me out a ton. For those of you that want to skip past my story and get straight to the tips, here's the timestamp. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So I did not just start YouTube and blow up. Some people have the misconception that YouTubers just get lucky, they just hit recommended page and boom, they have a career, while other people, they try the same thing and don't make it. That's not how it works. I had been trying to grow my YouTube for years before it actually paid off. If you want to just take a history tour of my channels, you can scroll way back on my main YouTube channel JivanTV and see all the posts that flopped, all the time and effort wasted. Same with my Instagram and TikTok. It wasn't until about 10 months ago in October 2020 that I actually started seeing growth. I had been making montages and stream highlights for like 3 years, and then I was about to give up. I was like, dude, this is not working. I haven't seen any progress. But my Instagram and TikTok were actually not doing terrible. I had been experimenting a lot with different formats for videos and different kind of genres and topics. And so my educational series on my TikTok started doing really well. Same with funny posts on TikTok, but the educational ones just hit different every time. And so that's the point where I realized, why am I not doing this on YouTube as well? Clearly there's a big audience that wants to see educational videos. Let's try it out on YouTube. The first few did better than usual, but still nothing crazy. But because I saw them doing better than usual, I said, let's keep it going for a little bit. I can do this. And with time, I just kept making those educational videos. I would post little trailers of those videos on my TikTok and be like, the full videos on YouTube if you want to check it out. And then once I started doing that, my YouTube blew up out of nowhere. Post getting in 300,000 view range, subscribers were going up like 10K a month. It was wild how fast everything was happening. And this whole time I was like, dude, my YouTube channel must be broken. I'm not getting these views. But that's when it all changed. And it wasn't even that I didn't make good montages. My montages were unique. The gameplay was solid for the most part. I grinded like crazy, posting like a montage every other day. But there just wasn't an audience there for me. The people that make montages and go crazy are tournament winners and the most famous creative warriors. Those are the only people that really do montages for a living. Basically, immediately when I switched away from the montage style, I started growing. I had all the skills I needed. I had solid gameplay, I had good voiceovers, professional quality editing, and yeah, it all just worked out. But needless to say, there were so many times where I almost quit. After years of grinding, you kind of start to go insane when you don't see the growth that you're looking for. If there's any grinding content creators that are listening to this, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. A few examples of when I almost quit were when my online friends fell through and turned on me, I almost quit at that point. When my managers at my restaurant job called me up to their office and all made fun of me for trying to make it as a gamer, I almost quit then. Everybody goes through struggles while they're trying to achieve their goals. And it's only the people that fight through that, grind as hard as possible every single day, and keep their eyes focused on that prize that they've been working all this time for that are going to make it. So now we're at that point in the video where I'm going to give you some advice, tell you how I manage things on my end, operate my channels, and how I was able to grow a following. So one of the biggest pieces of advice that I have for you is use TikTok and Instagram like crazy to experiment concept ideas. If I had never done that, my channel would be nowhere. I tested out new strategies, new genres of video, all sorts of stuff on my TikTok and Instagram. From there, I gauged how people responded to certain videos. Did they like the educational videos? Obviously they did, because now that's what I'm doing for a living. I also saw a lot of success with funny videos, but the videos that didn't really do anything special were like some of my best clips. I would post those and they really didn't do that good. Additionally, stream highlights really didn't do that good either, unless it's like the most absurd thing that ever happened. Or if you're like Nick Merckx or Nick A30, some of the most entertaining personalities out there, just stream highlights I guess wasn't for me. You know, it might be for you, but experiment with those on TikTok and Instagram. Once you find some that hit, Start making longer versions of those videos and upload them to YouTube. And then you can make little trailers for those YouTube videos on your TikTok and Instagram. Make the trailers similar to the videos that you saw blow up in the past. Say you have a really good series that always does well on TikTok. Let's say you're on episode 7. Make episode 7 a trailer for a longer version of episode 7 on your YouTube. Pick out the funniest part of that YouTube video, turn it into a viral TikTok post, and say, for the full video, go check my YouTube. And you may get like, 50 people, you may get 100, or you may get like 10,000, you never know. But the 50, 100, or 1,000 people that actually go to your YouTube help you out an insane amount, more than you think. It leads to not just those 50 people being followed on your YouTube, but if your YouTube video is successful, those people that actually went to watch the YouTube video watch for a long time, your YouTube will start shooting to recommended page. And from there, that's how you start boosting your YouTube like crazy. Once you start hitting recommended page, you should start making more and more YouTube videos like the ones that are blowing up. Once you find a certain niche, a certain type of videos that actually hits, you want to just bang out as many of those type of videos as you can. Figure out what makes those videos special, pick out those extra good qualities that people seem to love, and work it in your next videos. Every time you post a YouTube video, try to think of a way you can make a viral TikTok post to go along that. If you get your trailer for your YouTube video to blow up, boom, you may have a viral YouTube post as well. And now the same thing goes with growing a stream. If you're trying to grow your stream, you want to use TikTok and YouTube in the same way. Perhaps you have a certain type of stream you do. Like for example, I love to do solo arena streams in Fortnite. And so if I make a video about how to improve in solo arena, I'll be like, oh, come check out my solo arena Twitch streams and ask me questions, or just vibe out while you play solo arena as well. Or let's say we got a video on how to improve in duo tournaments, and I'm hosting a duo tournament like a week later, I'll advertise that tournament in the duo video. This is a great way to tie together different social medias. That's the main thing. You want everything to tie together, that way people feel obliged to check out your other socials, your YouTube, your Twitch. If you can tie it together in a quality, creative way, it should work. Once you start seeing those numbers increase on one social media, you have everything tied together so perfectly, it's just bound to work, you know? With time. Don't get impatient with it. Keep in mind, I was grinding for like 3 or 4 years before I saw the growth I wanted, but it all was worth it. Now, another big thing that's gonna help you out is scheduling, to-do lists, planning your days, all that stuff is so crucial. Before I go to bed at night, I have a whiteboard in my room. I write down my entire to-do list for the next day. That way I wake up and I'm immediately productive. I'll start with the easy things on that to-do list, whether it be just tweet out something or do the dishes, whatever it is. It starts out my day productive, and then I move on to those important things like making a YouTube video. Also taking time at the end of the day to brainstorm ideas. Having brainstorming time every single day is crucial. Just having a notebook, writing down your best ideas, and then incorporating it into your schedule. That's how you do it. Another big thing after you make it, if you start to see those views kind of dip down, it can be really demotivating. But that just means it's time to try adding some new stuff to your routine. Try adding new types of videos, slip it in there. Still stick with, the main niche that you're in, but start experimenting with the stuff a little bit outside of the niche. It still ties together, but you can start branching out your niche. Once you start to see those views kind of going down and it's just steadily going down, start experimenting. Now, another thing I should note is the things you need to see that success. You're going to need a good editor, whether it be Sony Vegas, Adobe products, Photoshop for thumbnails, all that stuff, super important. It's also really important to have a quality mic if you're doing voiceover stuff. And then recording software, whether it be GeForce Experience to record your games, Streamlabs, a nice webcam, whatever it is, all that stuff is going to help you in the long run. So you don't need to upgrade your entire setup all at once. You can start with what you got and then slowly upgrade it as you continue your grind. If you're trying to do competitive content, you're obviously going to need to get your skills up to a good level. You want to be above average at everything you're doing, because if your quality is below average, whether it be skill, microphone, webcam, if everything's below average, it's going to be harder to grow. Not impossible, but harder. So it's important to try to get all this stuff to a high level in the long run. Another thing is thumbnails are way more important than you think. Titles are way more important than you think. So be sure to really put thought into your titles. What will do the best? See what did good in other videos. What was different about that title or thumbnail. Just learn over time how to perfect your craft. Something else that's good to note is that you don't want to really copy other people's thumbnails. Try to figure out a format for your thumbnails that you can stick to for every single post. That way people recognize it's yours. Once they see your eye-catching thumbnail and tie it to your brand, they're more likely to click back on your next video if they enjoyed the one before, and they'll be able to easily recognize it if you got that same thumbnail style. I know this is a lot, but this is all the stuff you need to go pro in this scene, I'm telling you. One thing I should note is that if you don't have this stuff that you need to do this for a full-time career, just do what you can to help yourself in the long run. For example, back in the day, I just had a PS4. I didn't have anything to record with. I didn't have nothing, but I just worked on improving my Fortnite gameplay until I could buy the stuff I needed. I tried to get as cracked as possible, practicing every day, and then when I got the stuff I needed to start making videos, I went crazy with it. I already had the skill, I just went ham. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, because later this week I'm going to have a day in the life coming out, and this is going to have a lot more tips on how to do this professionally, and you'll be able to learn a little bit more about me. Anyways, if you're getting into the grind, good luck to you, or if you're just here supporting, I love you. Don't forget to hit that like button, sub if you're new, use code JivanTV in the item shop, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.